Hey everybody, it's John. We're doing 2013 Series 2 Jumbo break number 2. eBay bids ended June 30th. Here's our sealed box. Alright. Carlos Carrasco, Ryan Dempster, Cole DeVries, Jorge De La Rosa, Andrew Cashner, James Loney, Adam Dunn, Drew Smiley, Brett Wallace, Lorenzo Cain, Blake Bevan, Chris Nelson, Andrelton Simmons, Johnny Giovatella, Carlos Ruiz, Jack McAllister, Ryan Hannigan, Hanley Ramirez, Ben Rivera, Justin Turner, Devin Mesoraco, Juan Francisco, Miguel Cabrera, Justin Ruggiano Gold, making their mark, Matt Moore, Green Dominic Brown, Tim Lincecum, Chasing History, George Brett Mini, Chase Headley for the Padres. Here's our autograph, Zach Cozart for the Reds. Scott Sizemore, Ernesto Frieri, Franklin Gutierrez, AJ Griffin, Julio Teheran, David Price, Nick Swisher, Lou Marson, Jason Hamill, CJ Wilson, Joe Kelly, R.A. Dickey, Adam Lind, Hugh Jin Ryu, Brian Almagrosso, Tim Hudson, Hank Conger, Luis Jimenez, Liam Hendricks. Juan Pierre, Brennan Bosch, Hector Santiago, Yoenis Cespedes, Jordan Lyles, Raul Ibanez, Logan Forsythe, Josh Donaldson, Yasmani Grandal, Matt Joyce, Jordan Walden, Brett Anderson, Joaquin Benoit, Jason Castro, David Ortiz, Jeff Francoeur, Coco Crisp, Houston Street, Matt Harrison, Nolan Reimold, R.A. Dickey, Peter Borges, Alexi Ramirez, David Price Gold, Jurickson Profar, Carl Crawford Green, Mark Trumbo, Chasing History, Albert Bell Die Cut, Steven Strasburg Mini, Miguel Cabrera World Baseball Classic, Glenn Perkins, BJ Upton, Andy Dirks, Anibal Sanchez, Brandon Beachy, Steve Chisek, Carl Crawford, Austin Jackson, Jose Molina, Julie Chassin, Placido Blanco, Koji Uehara, Brandon McCarthy, Mike Trout, Jorgeni Valdespin, Jed Yurko, Chris Herman, Felipe Almonte, Dan Straley. Jacob Turner, Roy Halladay, Justin Ruggiano, Gregor Blanco, Ryan Doumit, Vinny Pastano, Tommy Hansen, John Buck, Jose Quintana, Dallas Keuchel, Carlos Marmol, Donovan Solano, Mike Baxter, Robinson Cano, Irvin Santana, Casey Janssen, Pedro Florimon, Lance Lynn, Ross Detweiler, David Price, Ryan Ludwig, Seth Smith, Josh Harrison, Joe Hatcher, Jesus Montero Gold, Steven Strasburg making their mark, Jonathan Lucroy Green, Buster Posey Chasing History, Ernie Banks Die Cut, Matt Williams Mini, Jose Reyes World Baseball Classic, Wade LeBlanc, Mike Napoli, Chelsea Morneau, Yunel Escobar, Trevor Cahill, David Wright, David Murphy, Cody Ross, Darren Mastrioni, Mike Fires, Chris Young, Matt Garza, Chris Carter, Evan Gaddis, Jackie Bradley Jr., Adam Warren, Andrew Warner, Sergio Santos, Phil Hughes, John Lackey, Ryan Lavarnway, Mike Avilas, J.P. Arancibia, Victor Martinez, Wade Miley, Jesus Montero, Nick Hundley, Brian Dozier, Travis Wood, Ramos Ramirez, Bud Norris, Philip Umber, Tom Wilhelmsen, Jenry Meja, Carlos Quinton, Derek Holland, Felix DeBrant, Eric Ibar, Chris Medlin, Rafael Betancourt, Golden 8 Shareholtz, Yoenis Cespedes making their mark, Steve Chisek, Mariano Rivera Chasing History, R.A. Dickey Mini, Carlos Gonzalez, Chase It Down, Yoenis Cespedes Patch Card, Gavin Floyd, David Freese, J.D. Martinez, Ryan Madsen, Travis Snyder, Sean Mayberry, Alexi Ogando, Steve Lombardozzi, Jordan Danks, Bruce Chen, Jordan Zimmerman, Buster Posey, Derek Jeter, Lance Berkman, Colin McHugh, Francisco Poguero, Marco Estrada, Jose Fernandez. Billy Butler, Melky Cabrera, Patrick Corbin, Adam LaRoche, Nelson Cruz, Alcides Escobar, Grant Belfour, Nate Sherholtz, Jonathan LaCroix, Nate McLeod, Willem Rosario, Dominic Brown, Chris Iannetta, Torrey Hunter, Jake Peavy, Michael Kadire, Oldest Chapman, Jason Kubel, Pedro Alvarez, Ian Kinsler, Mike Trout, Alejandro De Aza, Troy Tulowitzki, Wade Miley, Salvador Perez, John Lester, Roberto Clemente Chasing History, Yoenis Cespedes Die Cut, Tim Lincecum Mini, Ryan Zimmerman Chase It Down, Zach Greinke, Francisco Cervelli, Alex Presley, Joel Hanrahan, John Segura, Garrett Jones, Tommy Malone, Chris Carpenter, Wei-Yin Chen, Brett Gardner, Asdrubal Cabrera, Chris Parmalee, Alfonso Soriano, Jordy Mercer, Evan Scribner, Jake McGee, Michael Bourne, Juan Pierre, Bryce Harper. Mike Leake, Yohan Santana, Carlos Beltran, Josh Rutledge, Andy Pettit, Nate Eovaldi, Mark Burley, Alfonso Soriano, Jeff Neiman, Brandon Moss, Josh Vitters, Henderson Alvarez, Madison Bumgarner, Matt Cain, Brandon Barnes, CC Sabathia, Wellington Castillo, Nick Markakis, Alex Avila, Diane Viciedo Gold, Manny Machado, Brian Dunsing Green, Fred Lynn Chasing History, Babe Ruth, Ryan Howard Mini, Pablo Sandoval Chase It Down, Joey Votto World Baseball Classic, Ian Stewart, Ubaldo Jimenez, Jonathan Papelbon, Willie Peralta, Josh Johnson, Derek Norris, Scott Diamond, Clayton Richard, Jay Bruce, Johnny Gomes, Kelly Johnson, Ruben Tejada, Tom Kohler, Martin Maldonado, Martin Prado, Kyle McPherson, Justin Wilson, Jesus Guzman. Graham Phillips, Matt Moore, J.J. Hardy, Shane Victorino, Roberto Claspo, Santiago Casilla, Matt Dominguez, Fernando Rodney, Chris Perez, Leonis Martin, Hisashi Iwakuma, James McDonald, John Lester, Wandy Rodriguez, Alberto Cabrera, Anthony Gose, Marco Scudero, Pablo Sandoval, Cole Hamels, Jason Marquis Gold, Trevor Bauer making their mark, Nate McLeod Green, Roy Halladay Chasing History, Ozzie Smith, The Elite, Fred Lynn Mini, Pablo Sandoval World Baseball Classic, Gio Gonzalez, Trevor Plouffe, Jeremy Affeldt, Diane Viciedo, Drew Storen, Brett Jackson, Matt Harvey, Scott Baker, Logan Morrison, Phil Koch, Greg Dobbs, Jerome Williams, Eric Kratz, Miguel Cabrera, Christopher Davis, Jeff Locke, Aaron Hicks, Rob Brantley, Rick Porcello. Brian Phillips, Matt Moore, J.J. Hardy, Shane Victorino, Alberto Claspo, Santiago Casilla, Matt Dominguez, Nate McLeod, Will Rosario, Dominic Brown, Chris Iannetta, Torrey Hunter, Jake Peavy, Neil Walker, Seth Smith, Josh Harrison, Joe Thatcher, Zach McAllister, Ryan Hannigan, Hanley Ramirez, Ben Revere, Green Brian Dunsing, Fred Lynn Chasing History, Marco Estrada Gold, Matt Moore making their mark. And for the Red Sox, we have a Carlton Fisk commemorative pin, Rookie of the Year, American League. BJ Upton Mini, Brandon Beachy, Anibal Sanchez, Steve Chisek, Carl Crawford, Miguel Gonzalez, CJ Wilson, Joe Kelly, R.A. Dickey, Matt Harvey, Scott Baker, Jordy Mercer, Evan Scribner, Jake McGee, Michael Bourne, Juan Pierre. Tyler Chatwood, Hector Sanchez, Brian Dunsing, Paul Maholm, Carlos Gonzalez, Omar Infante, Emilio Bonifacio, Jason Marquis, Albert Pujols, Tyler Flowers, Drew Pomeranz, Craig Gentry, Josh Hamilton, Clay Buchholz, Brett Myers, Jose Iglesias, Todd Helton, Corey Hart, Everett Cabrera, Elvis Andrus, Steven Strasburg, Lonnie Chisenhall, Homer Bailey, Luis Cruz, Victor Martinez, Mike Trout making their mark, Mark Trumbo green, Joey Votto chasing history, Jackie Robinson the elite, Reggie Jackson mini, Giancarlo Stanton, Miguel Gonzalez, Juan Nicasio, Chase Headley, Carlos Pena, Mark Ellis, Brandon Belt, Eduardo Nunez, Paul Goldschmidt, Fernando Martinez, Brandon Moore, Michael Bourne, Steven LaRude, Ryan Wheeler, and Andres Torres. Alright, last pack. Melky Cabrera, Patrick Corbin, Adam LaRoche, Nelson Cruz, Alcides Escobar, Grant Belfour, Nate Scherholtz, Nate McLeod, Juan Rosario, Dominic Brown, Chris Iannetta, Torrey Hunter, Jake Peavy, Neil Walker, Jose Bautista, Jason Kubel, Pedro Alvarez, Ian Kinsler, Mike Trout, Alejandro De Aza, Troy Tulowitzki, Mariano Rivera, David Wright Gold, Tyler Skaggs, Scott Baker Green, Matt Holliday chasing history, Shelby Miller mini, Hyun-Jin Ryu. That's a variation card too there. Justin Morneau World Baseball Classic, Joel Hanrahan, John Segura, Garrett Jones, Mark Trumbo, Brian Roberts, Ricky Nolasco, Salvador Perez, Tommy Malone, Chris Carpenter, Wei-Yin Chen, Brett Gardner, Asdrubal Cabrera, Chris Parmalee, Justin Smoke, Evan Scribner, Jake McGee, Michael Bourne, Juan Pierre, Bryce Harper, Alfredo Marte. So we have the Hyun-Jin Ryu photo variation card, Carlton Fisk Rookie of the Year plaque, Yoenis Cespedes jersey, and Zach Cozart auto. Alright everybody, thanks. I'm not going to do a box next week, but I'll be back the following week, so check that out if you're interested. Thanks. Bye.